Welcome to Beauty Talk with me, Cindy Nell-Roberts, and my beauty bestie, Denise Zimba. Our expert in studio today is multimedia personality and beauty squad member for Clicks, the one and only TK.
Hello, Oh, it's so lovely to be here. Thank you so much, ladies.
Oh, TK, you are such a real beauty squad member. Tell us about life as a member of the beauty squad.
Yeah, I think what initially started as a position where you would be trying out products and being part of a group, a force, a movement that educates and inspires and shows techniques has actually evolved into something much more powerful. It was initially that, and now it is a place where you're able to inspire, where you're able to educate, to inform, and to also just touch base with yourself as well about what your idea is of beauty and how you can inspire other women in a very hectic world of media. So, yeah, that's what it is for me. It's education, it's learning and sharing and inspiring.
Okay, well, share with us, what are your favorite beauty products?
Okay, so I am very big on inside health and outside health. The dope thing about Clicks is that it's a whole holistic approach to beauty. So you go down one aisle and you just learn about, the biotins, the collagens, the vitamin E's, and all these amazing ingestibles that assists in making sure your gut health is beautiful, because we all know that's the central part of everything. When that is in a good space, the pH is good, the hair look good, the nails look good, the skin is glowing, the eyes are nice and white, So I think when you're there, and also mentally and spiritually, when your gut is in a good space, your mood is better. So I think that's where it starts for me. And then thereafter, you learn about what kind of skin you actually have, what type of hair you actually have. And when you're at that point, you're so empowered that you navigate down those aisles confidently, knowing what you want. So I think that is how I am able to decide what it is that I like. So always inside, and then of course outside, it's the serums. I'll always have a serum. A good hair mask, a good nourishing, hydrating body cream, sunblock, always. Absolutely always.
Cindy, please don't look at me that way, because she always is looking at me like you're always in the sun and you never use sunblock. Noted.
Noted, judging her.
Sunblock. I even have samples in my handbag because it's just so
a must-have.
Absolutely essential. And then I think that just also always having a good lippy. I think when you have a good lip, then you can just go in there and take over,
And do you think with all of this combination, it just adds on to your body positivity?
I think that beauty is a state of mind. I think that someone could be wearing maybe not the most expensive thing, or might not be, the most glamorous person, but if they're able to come into a space and command because of their state of being, that is beautiful, being your most authentic, strongest self. So, you are able to be positive and amazing if you mentally are beautifully, when you are being your most authentic, most accepting self.
And then it shows in the body, it shows in the walk, it shows in the way you sit, your
aura.
posture, the aura, the vibes.
Absolutely.
Tell us about that incredible hair of yours, okay? I mean, the hair like that doesn't happen by itself.
The bigger the hair, the closer to God.
Yes, queen.
Give me volume. Let it touch the sky.
Touch.
Listen, your hair is your crown, Your hair is it frames your face. It's your crown. It's your identity. And I think the beautiful thing about hair is that it comes in all kinds of styles and textures and versions. And as someone that grew up in a time where hair was a big thing in my community, your hair needed to be super sleek to be considered beautiful. And through this identifying who I am and what I have and what kind of strand I have, and learning to love it and learning to look after it, did I learn that it's not about disciplining that root to the point where it is toasted, to getting to the point where I embraced my thickness. I embraced the fact that I've got big bushy, beautiful hair. And when you start embracing that, you start almost naturally navigating through how your hair should look on its most optimum. And I think that's where I'm at the moment. So I obviously make sure that I take in my collagen. I make sure that I give myself every 3 months an intensive keratin treatment. I do a mask once a week. And it's just about having the healthiest follicle, you know, for me, what works for me. Because your hair has its version of its healthiest version. It will never be the same, but it's identifying what works for me. And that's the value.
That's the value.
Let's stay on hair care for a bit, because there's a lot of controversy around whether or not products, for example, in Clicks is as good as the products in the salon. And I want to know what shampoos you girls use that work for you, what conditioners and treatments specifically you use, what brands, and if you think that there are products in retail that are as good as salons. I'll tell you my take on it, and I know there's probably hairdressers who are going to be stalking me after this. I do like a good salon product, I do, but I have to say I'm a bit of a research girly. So I'd read what the ingredients, where it comes from. And I think now consumers are so smart, you know, and I find a lot of really good shampoos and conditioners and treatments that I buy in Clicks that for what the result I get is as good for my hair as what I get when I buy 3 times more expensive in the salons. Do you retail products? What do you use?
Retail for me. I mean, it's just the most convenient in and out. And then when you have such a huge variety at a Click store, it's just easy access as well. I like to use the Organics brand, just the shampoo and conditioner. Add in a little bit of essential oils just for scalp stimulation, for a little bit of hair growth, oils just to nourish. And a serum, like any serum. Serum. And Afri serum works for me as well, especially when I put on the heat. Or even sometimes if I just don't put on the heat and I just keep the serum in just to keep moisture.
It's exposure, general exposure,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what I do.
I think that the variety that Clicks offers is pretty amazing, and that there are definitely salon standard products on the shelves at Clicks. I can guarantee you that. And I think that there's a wide variety. So you'll have like maybe your entry level, and then you'll have products that, I mean, it's award-winning products. It's salon standard. The ingredients are amazing. Me personally, I'm a L'Oreal girl. I love L'Oreal's products. I think that they offer such great offerings. So I'm big on heat protection. I'm big on like ultra hydrating nourishment. And I also think that in the hair game, the cool thing is that, like I've said before, there's something for everybody. So one can't, narrow it down and say only exclusive things, because at the end of the day, you have buyers, you have sellers, you have all those politics in the background. But when you have a place that makes things accessible for everybody, then, I mean, you can't fault the fact that you're going to get something that's going to work for you. So.
And sometimes you go through like hair damage where it's just too much heat, or sometimes seasons change and so your hair's a little bit more dry than it's got, and it needs a bit of moisture. So you switch up your shampoo to a more moisturizing shampoo. You know what I mean?
And you need variety for that.
And then you need variety for that, affordable variety at that.
I'm very keen to start using the serums. I know Sorbet's got all the hair serums out that you can also get in store now. And what I really want from products now is more. I want a 6-in-1. I want a 5-in-1. I want it to be quick. Wash the hair, condition the hair. And that's why I sleep with masks. And I think it's important that we feed our hair. Constantly feeding it with protein and moisture. But also, if you think about how much product we put on our skin and how little product we put on our hair, it doesn't make sense. We should be putting a lot more product on our hair. So I'm very excited to start using the serums. And I want to hear your tips and tricks. And TK, you're the queen of tips and tricks in the world of beauty. What are your 5 top tips and tricks in looking good, doing your face, body care? Okay,
so definitely number 1 is I make sure that I consume collagen every day. Absolutely. There's an expert range from Clicks where you're getting your biotin, your magnesium. And as a 38-year-old, almost 39-year-old woman, I think we neglect the fact that while we are growing and aging and growing beautifully, we are losing all the time. You know, we're not. Our collagen and our elasticity is on the decline. So it's important to put back. So that's big for me. I always do the ingestibles, the collagen, the biotin. I also think that while we're on the topic of ingestibles, is that we need to also remember our muscle mass and our protein intake. So that's all part of our connective tissue and our keeping ourselves together. So making sure that we get our daily intake of protein as well, be it through a shake form, be it through a little nutritional bar. Just make sure that you're getting a sufficient amount of protein in. Because it's all good and well, this looks good, but this don't look good, and the sag, and it's an holistic approach.
Yeah.
And then if I move over to the more beauty side of things, exfoliation 3 times a week is absolutely important. Skin is your biggest organ. It's the most active organ. It's the most exposed organ. So we need to make sure that we are shedding and cleaning and revitalizing it often. I once saw that one of the oldest people on this planet, their big secret is that they exfoliate every day. They have these coarse brushes that they exfoliate. And that is part of the blood regulation where their skin is getting constantly rejuvenated and stimulated. So exfoliation is big for me. Good hydrating, nourishing body creams, be it a mask, or whatever's optimum for your specific skin. But feed your skin, massage your skin, treat it like your baby. Take time. I think we get out the shower and we just go for it. No, slow down. Spend time with yourself. Feel yourself. Understand yourself. I think it's sexy, it's beautiful, you're in touch with yourself and you're looking after yourself. And then if I move up to my face, big one for me is a morning regime and a nighttime regime. Most of your rehabilitation, most of your rebuilding, most of your fixing happens at night. And so it's important. I'm in my retinal era. I'm deep in my retinal era. So every night, I'm patting it around my smile lines. I'm patting it under my skin. Your technique is also important. I think we have this idea of rub your face. No. Use your weakest finger, your ring finger. Love yourself, touch it softly. Treat yourself like the damn queen that you are. So a good serum at night, a good serum in the morning, sunblock, a good face wash. And then, as I said, for hair, we don't prioritize this, especially as women. You don't have to be a mum to be this, but we don't prioritize this. Take at least 1 day in the week that it's just like I'm not
close the door.
Available.
Close the door.
Yes. I was saying this to Denise the other day. Say no to going out. Say, I can't make it because I have a date with myself tonight.
Yes.
Say, why don't you come over and we do pedicures together? Why don't we go for a mani or a run together instead of coffee and food?
Or wine or whatever.
Or wine. So just wellness
Normalize wellness.
In the forefront of your mind. What friend is going to say, no, that's a terrible idea when you say, I'm staying in to do a self-care Friday evening. And just spending time with yourself. I think in a day and age where we feel so overwhelmed in general, but we're always missioning somewhere. Just stay in, pamper yourself, take more time to slow down. Device-free holidays are becoming one of the most popular holidays in the world. Device-free hubs and coffee shops in Amsterdam is all the rage. So do the same at home. Light the candles, bath salts, just self-love, self-care,
I think
slowing it down.
We also forget that beauty is a holistic matter. It's not just about layering on the top. Beauty is a mental, spiritual, emotional, and then physical. Because happy girls are beautiful girls. Mentally balanced and healthy girls are the most beautiful girls. And that you can't deny, it shines through. So I absolutely agree with you. When we fill the circle up, make sure that you're ticking all the boxes within the circle for you to truly declare yourself as, I feel beautiful,
So how has being a beauty squad member changed your life?
I think in in every way, because my approach and my outlook towards beauty, towards people, towards inclusivity, into being more sensitive and being more mindful, because no longer am I just speaking on behalf of what my opinion is of beauty. I think we're living in a time now that we need to look at beauty holistically, and it's that everyone has something so remarkable about themselves, and that is beautiful. So I definitely think it is the lens through which I look at life. Life is beautiful, and so for that reason, it has assisted me in being a lot more emotionally intelligent about my approach on beauty.
And that's nice because it just allows you to not be so, hard on yourself, especially as women, to look a certain way, to feel a certain way. It actually pushes you to do the inner work with yourself.
Absolutely.
And then when you do that, how you look is how you define yourself. And I love that. And the fact that, I'm sorry, I gotta say this all the time. I know I'm gonna keep saying it, but when you get to Clicks, it's an array and a variety of self-care, self-love, self-introspection.
Yeah.
From the inside, and then, to have a beautiful gloss just to add on a little bit of a touch.
One of my favorite things that I've noticed about going into a Clicks is that in the same aisle, you'll have a lady with a designer bag and another person with a baby wrapped around her back.
Yeah.
And then a little bit further down, a teenager going, I like this. In the same aisle.
In the same
It's
aisle.
this togetherness. It's a collective love for just maintaining and looking after yourself. And I love that about being in such a safe space.
Yeah, I love that beauty's changing in that direction completely.
And really that is a takeaway we keep hearing often on Beauty Talk is if you want to feel good, you need to look good and you need to consciously look after yourself, make that a part of your life. Care for yourself, be kind to yourself, take your time, slow it down.
Be unapologetic about it, eh?
Be unapologetic about it.
Or not using the excuse as a mom where you're like, oh, my kid is sick. It's like, no, me time.
Give it the same energy.
Can't go out, giving it the same energy.
Absolutely. Be unapologetically loving yourself, caring for yourself. TK, you are a real, not just beauty squad member, but beauty icon. Thank you for sharing your tips and tricks with us.
Thank you. I really appreciate
it. It is just an affirmation, once again, that we are on the right track and reminding everyone else out there to take their time, take care of themselves. And if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. Especially as a woman. Thank you very much, TK.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Amazing.
Such a pleasure. That's it for Beauty Talk. See you next time.